Hey guys, Brendan TWL back with another video, and today, this is going to be a different video for the channel. We're actually going to be teaching you guys how my mom makes chicken sausage gumbo. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Alright, all you do is you get your pan a little hot. You put just a little bit of cooking oil. That's probably enough. Like that's about a tablespoon.
And we cheat. We make. We don't.
We make it the fast way. I don't make my own.
We don't do it the proper Cajun way.
But I could. I'm just not going to. So you put that in there. Then you want to put a little salt and pepper. So I just do this. That's probably equal to a tablespoon. The salt, just less, because I don't like a lot of salt. You can salt your own.
And then mark with the sausages.
Yeah, Mark is cutting sausage. The chicken is already over here cut up. You want to
Can I eat those like that?
Yeah,
like, can you
it's
eat
already
those?
cooked. Yeah.
Yeah, you just.
Okay, I'll just grab one.
All right. Where's?
Oh no, it's raw. Are we lying?
Where's the scissors that go right here? Oh, right over here.
This is the chicken, right?
Yep, that's the chicken. We cut it in small pieces. But over here, Brendan, we use a seasoning blend. It's got onions, bell peppers, celery, and it's got, so I use probably like half in a pan this size. So you're gonna, this is what gives it that flavor that it's homemade when I didn't put a lot of effort into it. So all you're gonna do at this point is you're gonna saute that down. So you're just gonna flatten it. And so by using this, it gives it like a very unique flavor. So you just want to cook the onions down until they're transparent, until you can see through them. So until that happens, we're going to close the lid. We got it on high. We're going to leave it on high for about 2-3 minutes, and then we're going to turn it down to medium.
How long did you say that that is supposed to like be like that?
About 3 minutes.
About 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah. Because then that's going to get hot up underneath this head. And with the oil, it's going to cook this down. So if you look at it real close, you see onions, celery, red and green bell peppers, and that's what this little mix can. I just buy the frozen one because I'm not cutting all this stuff up. Another nursing home. Okay, so. Okay, so you see how it's cooking down? It's just what we call saute. So saute it down and like not, you see some of those onions are becoming translucent, like clear looking, like those. See how they're clear looking? Whereas you look at these, they're raw. So you're just going to let this simmer down. And so we're going to put it down to between a 5 and a 6 on here, and we're going to cover it back up. Then let's pay attention over here.
You said between 5 and 6?
Between 5 and 6 on medium, little medium. Okay, now you can do your own gumbo base. I cheat. I buy this stuff. I like the Louisiana brand, but the store didn't have it. So what you're gonna do, you don't want nasty lumps in your gumbo. So the secret is, it calls for 2 quarts of water for each one, so a total of 4 quarts. So I have this container that says this is 4 quarts. I take a mason jar to make sure there's no lumps, and I pour the gumbo base in a jar. And I'm going to show you the secret to doing this. You take a cup of water.
It smells like spice.
It's spice. That's what it is. You're going to put it in there.
Why is it spicy?
You're going to tighten the lid.
Tighten the lid.
And when you do that, you're going to shake it up. And the reason you shake it up, you see all those lumps at the bottom? You see how it's just, now you look at it and there's no lumps? That's the secret to having a no lump gravy. Put your finger up here on top and make sure like it's sealed when you're shaking it so that water doesn't come through the sides of that. But you see that? That's how you make it. We're going to use 2 bags because we're going to use 4 quarts of water in this. You're going to turn your attention back to this. You're going to stir it around a little bit more. And see how I would probably cook that down just a little bit more than that. See, right now, if Mark hadn't helped me, I'd still be slicing sausage. So that's how come it's not really quite done there. So we're just going to close the lid for a couple more minutes, and then what we're going to do is start adding everything in. So you're going to add this, your gumbo base, which is exactly what your bag tells you. Again, I prefer the Louisiana brand, but the grocery store didn't have it today. So the next step after this, make sure you don't drop your lid on the floor. But you're going to just pour this, you're going to take and pour this. Oh, there's a big lump in there, wait.
That's a what, huh?
A lump. I see that lump right there. Let me just shake it up a little bit more.
Shake it a little bit more, Mama.
So you're going to take, and then you're going to take and you're going to pour this in there.
Oh, yes.
So take a little more of this.
A little more of it.
Of just your water.
You should really get one of those cups that are meant for you to pour. That way you don't make a mess.
And I just shake that up, so then that way none of your mix goes to waste.
Shouldn't you put the rest of the spice in there, or is that good enough?
I'm getting ready to. But you just want to make sure, you see how it starts to stick to the bottom? You want to make sure you stir that up enough so it does not stick to the bottom.
I always knew that the gumbo looked like that. I never knew why. Like, I never knew like what gave it that color. I always knew that you were able to do that, but I just never knew how you did it.
Oh, this is the easy way to do it, because I can show you the 2-hour way to do it, where you make your own roux, which is your own mix. I honestly don't like to do that because this is so much easier and tastes just as good. So then you're going to go ahead and cut your next one. Cut your next bag. And then, again, you're going to add your cup of water. Then you're going to shake it up. This time, let me just make sure I shook it enough. Because you don't want it to have like a bunch of stinking lumps in it.
You always make it that way?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you do it the quick way, you always make it the exact same way like that?
Yep, the exact same way. And I just use different mixes, whatever's available. Sometimes the store will be out. Like they were out of Louisiana. Or maybe they don't. This one doesn't carry that brand. I don't know. I haven't seen that brand in a while. Because you can do different brands like I have. And I'll show you some different ones. But shake that up in that mason jar. So that
There you go.
you don't. Okay, so now you put all of this in here, and you see how thick it is right now as it cooks down and sautés. You just want to make sure that this is low enough. Like, let's lower it a little bit. And you don't want it to get all lumpy. So, you know, you just kind of stir it around. Make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom, because then if it burns, it's not going to have a good flavor. But what gives it that special flavor, personally, I think, is when you add your onions and bell pepper and all. Adding that fresh and cooking it down makes it taste like you made it fresh when you cheated and you really didn't. Now what you're going to do is start adding all of your sausage. Actually, I should have put the chicken in first.
Yeah, you probably should have done that.
Your chicken. because your chicken's going to take longer
Just
to
put,
cook.
you just
And this is
using,
approximately...
you're using your hands for that?
Yeah, a pound. I'm going to say it's about a pound of chicken.
Can you see this, the chicken?
Okay, so add your chicken in there like that.
Hey, at least my mom has clean hands, unlike me.
So now all this is done. So you still got your water right sitting right here.
Dang,
So
that was fast.
then you're gonna put the rest of your water in. So that's all your water. I may add just a little bit more just because it doesn't seem like very much. Like, I'm gonna add another.
It looks like too much water in my opinion.
By the time you add your sausage, it's not really going to be that much. Let's add another quart because I usually do. Let's just add a little bit more water. But wait till you stir it around and it starts to cook down. It's just a tiny bit more. Now you want to stir that around. See, because every time that you stir it, you can feel the bottom where it's starting to stick to the bottom, because this is not like a non-stick pan. This is just one of those cheap old aluminum cooking pans. But you want to have a pan that's big enough to put everything that you're throwing in there. Because sometimes, remember, we use shrimp. Sometimes we'll make chicken, sausage, and shrimp. So I'll use 2 to 3 pounds of shrimp on top of all of this, which of course gives it an even better flavor. But Brendan, for his birthday, didn't want chicken, sausage, and shrimp gumbo. He wanted chicken and sausage gumbo because his brother, who lives next door, is going to come over and enjoy this stuff. But you see how the water is going to start to come to a boil. The chicken's going to cook down. So then let's go ahead and put the rest of the gumbo, or the sausage, excuse me. And this is 3 pounds of sausage, if you're wondering. You want to put plenty sausage, because believe me, you think this looks like a lot of food. It really isn't. Most of this will be gone tonight. The best Christmas present I think I ever got was a microwave rice cooker. It makes the perfect rice every single time. You can't screw it up. You can't burn it. It's going to be perfect every time. If you want, I'll show you how to do that too. It's not that big a deal. It's quick and fast. Alright, so now we're going to stir this around to get...
Wait, was this video like, was this something I wanted to make, or is this something you wanted me to make?
No, you wanted to make this video because you wanted how to do this. It's delicious, and I want to keep telling you, it's so easy. You just basically throw this together. In 20 or so minutes, if you got more than one person helping you, cutting up the chicken is no big deal. I use just chicken breast, boneless. I don't like, Brendan does not like whole chicken in his gumbo. Never has. He won't eat it like that. So that's why we just buy the chicken breast, cut it up, and you can see small bite size, so that for easy chewing and swallowing there. And then 3 pounds of sausage. So then all you're going to do now is let that, you're going to of course stir it periodically, but let's get to the rice. Okay, now we're going to make some rice. I use the microwavable rice maker because you make a fresh pot of rice, you can't burn it, it comes perfect every single time. Because everybody eats so much of this, what we're going to do is make a full one. The rice cooker has a chart, and it tells you how much rice to use and how much water to use and how much cooking time. So today we're going to do 5 scoops of rice. So it has a little measuring cup that comes with it. So you're going to fill it up. You're going to say, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 scoops of rice. Okay. So 6.5 scoops of water. So then you're gonna put your lid back on.
Yummy.
6.5 scoops of water.
You know, half of that water could be used to wash dishes, the dishes if you save it.
6.5. Okay.
That's just me though.
So then you're gonna take your top, you're gonna put that on there, and it seals, has a seal in it. You're gonna clip it on, and it tells you to put it in the microwave for 20 minutes.
Microwave for 20 minutes. Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm. So set it. Time is 20 minutes. So 20 minutes, you start. When that comes out, it's going to be the perfect pot of rice. You didn't have to put it on the stove. You didn't have to measure a bunch of water. You didn't have to bring it to a boil. And you didn't have to watch your rice burn, because that's going to make perfect rice every time. You want to invest in a rice maker? That's the best investment. That's the best $19.99 you'll ever spend. This is going to come to a boil when the chicken's cooked, and this is boiling. It's done. By the time the rice is finished in 20 minutes, all that's going to be done. So you're going to just cook it down for about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how big a chicken, how big a bites you made your chicken. The smaller your chicken pieces, the faster it's going to cook. If you made giant chunks in it, then it's going to take longer to cook. These are going to be your gumbo bowls.
Yummy.
Take out 4 gumbo bowls. We keep them up here because, you know, I don't make gumbo, but when it's cold, and today it's cold. Of course, we make it in the summer too because we like to eat. But alright, so that's your gumbo.
Oh.
This is perfect for your gumbo. It says gumbo on it.
Yep. I cannot wait for this gumbo to be done.
So it's cooking, and so it's going to be ready in a few minutes. I didn't spend an hour in here slaving over the stove. It just... And you see, if you look at it, it has, and you pull some of it up, you see how you see your onions and your bell peppers, all that green and red color. That gives it that fresh, like you made it fresh from scratch when you didn't. Alright. Now all I gotta do is cook it. Let it cook, and then we'll eat it in our little gumbo bowls.
Is that about it?
Yeah, that's it. The video's done, because all you gotta do, put some rice in here, and then just put your gumbo, and there's your gumbo bowl. Okay.
So how'd you learn these recipes?
Trial and error.
Trial and error? Sounds like what Nate says.
Trial and error. You try it. If you don't like it, try something else. And so somewhere I had a different box of gumbo mix sitting up here. And it's just whatever is available is what I bought. Like you see the sausage. See that up there, but just whatever's available is what I bought. Nothing set in stone, nothing particular, no particular brand. Because I like the Louisiana brand, of course, better. But a lot of times you can't find it.
Ah.
And even over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I may have used it actually. But your boxes, make sure when you do your gumbo base, it doesn't have rice in it already, because then your rice is going to be soggy, because you're going to make it and it's going to already have rice in it. That's a big no-no. You want to make your rice separate.
Yeah.
But I have somewhere I have written down is this real long recipe for gumbo and how to make roux, which I'm not with. The fact that you can just buy this already done and just throw it in the container, why would you spend an hour making roux when it's going to taste exactly the same? Makes no sense. Just do it the easy way.
And that's it for the video, y'all. I really hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, basically all you gotta do is just take your rice out of the microwave, and then by that time the gumbo will be ready, and then, you know, just put your rice and gumbo in a bowl, and then yeah, eat up. So yeah, that will wrap it up for this video, and if you did enjoy this video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I will see you in the next YouTube video. See ya. Yo, I never thought I'd be making a video about making one of your dishes. I never thought I would be making any video like
One
this.
of the ditches. We don't dig ditches.
Pretty sure my friend Brianna's gonna be like gonna love watching this, like gonna wanna like buy this kind of stuff and like try it because
Yeah. Tell them this is let her know this is easy way to make gumbo.
she says she's gonna introduce me to a whole new world of food. Cause she's like, you're gonna love the stuff that me and my mom make. That's what she said during one of our video chats that we did.
All you do is you buy whatever kind of gumbo base you want. He ain't got no alcohol. Let it go, and we're trying to make a video with me cooking gumbo.
And I'll probably have either a small video or like a picture of like after we eat it.
I'm gonna get our gumbo bowls out, but I'm also gonna make some fresh rice here in just a second.